Good morning. I want to tell you how you can save money on laundry by just doing your laundry the way it should be done and being mindful of the measurements that you're using, and that you might be being tricked or misled by the big scoops that are in the boxes of powdered soap or the big caps for liquid soap. First of all, I would buy powdered soap and avoid the liquid soaps. They come in those heavy plastic containers that are not really all that being recycled, I don't think. Boxes are better, box soap. But so here is what you can do. Get yourself a measuring cup, because basically this is a half of a cup. If I'm doing a load of laundry and it's a small load, that's all it takes. When you measure from this little thing, if you see this is the marking for like if it's real dirty, heavy load, all the way down to that little one. And look at how big the overall cup is. So just get rid of this cup, go to your cabinet, see if you have an extra half a cup, go to the 99-cent store, they have measuring cups, and use this in your box and continue using it. So this is what I would use if it's like I'm doing my mom's little load of laundry. It's not heavily soiled. I would add a little bit more to it. If it's a bigger load of laundry, of course, it might fill up the half a cup. But when you do look at the box, it says it does 133 loads. Now, if you're not getting 133 loads, which I would bet that you're not from your boxes, and this is a pretty big box, it's a 9.43 pound box. I had to have them unlock it from the cabinets because people like to run out with laundry soap where I live. But so try using a measuring cup and being more mindful, and just recycle this little guy, get rid of it, or make it into something. This might be able to be repurposed. Could you grow a little plant in it? I don't know if you could poke holes on the bottom. But anyway, just remember that when you're washing and your laundry, your washing machine is washing, it's when you wash something, it's the friction. So, when you wash your hands, it's not because you're pouring soap on your hands. You can use a little bit of soap, but it's that taking the time, getting your hands a little wet, and then rubbing them together, washing your hands. It's not the amount of water and it's not the amount of soap. It's the adequate amount of soap and water, but the friction is the most important. And when you put too much soap in a laundry machine, you are making it slippery and you're defeating the purpose because you won't have the friction to clean. One other thing, if you notice something that is stained that you're putting into the laundry, try hand washing it a little bit to help your machine out, get the stain out, so you're not putting heavily soiled stuff in your washing machine. But I don't tend to have that. I wear something like, I'm not out there getting my clothes extremely dirty. So it just depends upon how dirty your clothes are, but you don't need to use as much soap. So these portions or amounts they say these boxes go at, it always reminds me of when I make a cookie recipe. It says it'll yield so many cookies, and then it's like, it took me time to get the cookies right, to get as many cookies as the recipe said, because you have to make sure you're measuring it right. And I believe this stuff is on purpose. Let's put a big cup in there. Let's make those markings hard to read. Let's not read the box to say how to utilize the soap or understand how it works. And people will be buying more laundry soap. And that doesn't help us. We need to save money as much as we can. Times are tough for so many people. And if it's not tough, then you'll have some extra money that you have saved on your laundry, and maybe you can help somebody else out. Have a good day. Peace.